Hey everybody, Jeremy Senpai here. Thank you so very much for clicking on my video, and I hope that you hit like and subscribe. If you have an audio idea that you want to commission, then you're welcome to send me a message over on my Instagram, completely free. And while you're there, give me a follow if you want to see some personal stuff, maybe even some hints at future projects, and so much other cool stuff. But now let's get right into it. And remember, keep calm and put your headphones on. Okay, let's get into it.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, you didn't exactly show up for class, and Mina, Yaoyorozu, and the others, they are a bit worried about you. So I figured that I would come check and see how you're doing. You're you're still a little shaken up, aren't you? Yeah. Yesterday's mission was a little rough, wasn't it? Yeah. All those crazy villains. There there were so many buildings, so many buildings that just fell apart, and so many people inside of them. Like, I find it amazing that we managed to get to all of them. One thing's for sure, if it wasn't for Ida, Shoji, and so many others, I don't think I don't think everybody I don't think everybody would have been saved. That's that's not what you're that's not what you're concerned about, is it? Yeah, you mentioned it before. You managed to confront those villains, the ones that were about to get away, and they targeted they targeted that apartment building and forced you to save the people. Hey, you did the right thing. You really did. The the villains did that on purpose, knowing that you were going to save those people. So, we'll track them down again. There's like a dozen pro heroes after them. And it's only a matter of time before we find them. What's wrong? That's not what you were concerned about? You You said that you hesitated for a minute. You you didn't know. You didn't know what was better. You stalled for a moment. You stalled for a moment between saving the people and chasing after the villains. But you did the right thing. I mean, they would've gone after more people regardless of what you've done or didn't do. I think that you are incredibly brave. You are you are a hero, whether you realize it or not. That is the first step to truly being a hero. To, save people, protect people. It's not always about catching super cool villains. Of course, I mean every word of it. You are amazing. You really are. And I'm not just the only one that thinks that way. Everybody in class talks about you. They all mention they all mention how incredibly brave you were to be able to chase after those villains, how you saved those people. You are amazing. You always have been and you always will be. Like, if you remember correctly, I was the first one to get there. Yeah, you were a little overwhelmed. You were in and out of that burning building, carrying people by the handfuls. Yeah. It was starting to collapse, so I hardened myself up and decided to be a bit of a support beam, or at the very least a temporary support beam, giving you giving you just enough time to evacuate everybody. Yeah. It was a team effort and I'm happy that it worked out in the end. And like I said, those guys those guys will show their faces again. They really, really will. And when it happens, we'll catch them. So don't beat yourself up too bad. You did the right thing. You really, really did. That's the first step of being a hero is protecting innocent people. Like I remember this one time. I remember this story I read about a kid who ran to protect his classmate from a villain. People say things like People say things like the hero instinct just comes naturally, like you'll run into danger, not giving a second thought. And that's exactly what you did. You protected those people. That was the first thing that popped into your head. So you are a real hero, even if you don't think that you are. And I don't care what anyone says. I will always see you in that light. Now, what do you say we get started and head back to class? Well, everybody's concerned about you. They still think that you're a bit hurt, even though you actually didn't get hurt from yesterday's mission. I mean, you're not hurt, are you? Not too bad, huh? Well, I guess my quirk isn't too lame, is it? At the very least, it takes a lot to hurt me. See, you're laughing. Alright, now come along. Ida and Yaoyorozu are really concerned about you. So, of course, they sent me to go find you. Yeah, if we hurry, Miss Midnight probably won't be too angry at us. Hey everybody, Jeremy Senpai here. I just wanted to say thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Hit like and subscribe if you like what you heard. Also, who is your favorite character from Class 1A. I I really do have a whole mixed pot when it comes to my favorite characters, and not just the obvious ones like Deku, Bakugo, Shoto, Uraraka. I like almost all of them. I like Shoji and Mina and Jiro and Kaminari and Tokoyami. But feel free to share in the comments down below. Who are your favorite characters from Class 1A? It can be more than one, because honestly, I don't think that you can have just one. Okay? With the final season of My Hero Academia fast approaching, I figure it's only fair for us to build up the MHA hype. So, if there are any characters that you want me to try, any new characters that you want me to try, feel free to share your ideas in the comments down below alongside that. Okay, now a quick shout out to our Grand Fleet Officer Patreon, Sean X Dillon Fan Club meets in the Big Hole today. If you want a shout out at the end of the ASMRs alongside other rewards, head over to our Patreon, link in the description. Again, thank you for making it to the end of the video, and please have yourself a good day.